Hello, everybody. Welcome to the I have it here. SlamTube. Thank you. Fresh off the that's why I write it down. Fresh off the Payback 2016 pay-per-view. So we're gonna.
You already got the rock star. You had to check your arm, right?
That's true. Yeah, I gotta. No, it says Payback. Damn it. Welcome to Payback, fresh off SlamTube.
Yes.
So, all right, might as well jump right into it. First, we had the pre-show, which I did not realize there were two matches on. So I listened to the second one.
I didn't know there were any matches on the pre-show until it started. So
I will say I didn't see the end of Dolph Ziggler versus Corbin, but I did watch the match. The only reason I didn't watch all of it was midway through I literally needed to go pay it. Not like, oh, it's a piss break match. More of, I don't want my chair to become wet. But I watched it just because, I'm sorry, the commentator they had on there, so much fucking better than Michael Cole.
oh yeah, Mauro
Or Byron Saxon. If we could just get him and JBL doing all the commentating, it'd be perfect.
That'd be great.
We do need more Mauro.
We do. I did not see that match at all. How was that match, Mole?
We need to remove Cole and replace him with that, like a marrow transplant.
Wow.
Thank you. But yeah,
Nice.
that match was pretty good. Like I said, the matchup itself, probably in terms of quality, it probably wasn't that good, but that dude makes it sound better than it is.
Oh,
Because he's from an actual sport commentating, so it makes it sound way much better. Like, it's not just, oh my god, he's done a forearm, that bastard. It's more like, holy crap, and then he's announcing the actual names of the moves really fucking fast, and like it's a completely normal thing. That's brilliant. That's how you should commentate on wrestling. Like, it's a sport.
Oh, I agree.
But you should.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So, did anyone else besides Mole see the Ziggler Corbin one?
Nope, I just saw what the replay showed in Payback.
Baron Corbin's new camo pants.
Oh, those new?
I did like in a replay when he caught Ziggler out of midair with a boot to the face. That was kind of impressive.
Yeah, like it was pretty cool. Like at the very beginning when it started off, like Dolph looked kind of impressive. Like he looked like, oh my god, he's actually taking it to Corbin. Which we've never seen a Corbin match where he starts the match getting his ass kicked for a few minutes before he starts to dominate him.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the second he started to do that to Dolph, with Dolph's quick overselling shit, it did kind of work, and it's like, okay, that looked cool.
With his training courtesy of Shawn Michaels?
When I saw what happened after the match, when I saw what happened at the ending during the pay-per-view, I was like, wait, that's how you ended that, with a roll-up?
Yep.
They wanted to set a precedent.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's really weird.
A little bit.
But I suppose it's so they can keep that feud going. Because this way,
Probably.
Corbin doesn't look weak as fuck because Dolph beat him cleanly. Dolph doesn't look like a heel because he's had to cheat to win.
Yeah.
He just does a roll-up and runs away and goes, ha-ha, and grins at him at the top of the stage.
Yep.
It's more like a desperation win.
Exactly.
It's more like, oh, that Dolph.
Da-da-da, that's Dolph.
Just circles.
Yep.
Now I want them to do that.
Then there was obviously the second one of Kalisto v Ryback, which wasn't terrible.
It was not terrible, yeah.
I saw the second half of that match. That was not terrible.
Some of their other matches have been terrible. This one was not terrible. I'm more than happy to admit this was actually a pretty solid match.
Now, based on what I saw the replay, it did not look terrible.
Yep.
I liked his weight belt. I don't know if anyone else saw in the back. It said the pre-show stopper. That made me laugh.
What?
Are
you serious?
Yeah, Ryback's weight belt. Because I was like, wait, that says something on there. The pre-show stopper. That's funny.
Wow.
That's clever. I like that. Yeah, I was very impressed with Ryback on the top rope, but then lifting Kalisto over his head and then dropping him. That was an impressive height.
Yeah, the like second row military slam or whatever. That was cool.
Yeah.
Or gorilla press slam or whatever. That was awesome.
Also, the one thing I will say, while the match is impressive, every time Ryback goes on the top rope, I start getting really worried. Because one of these days, he's going to botch one of these. He's going to Brock Lesnar one of these things one of these days.
I always think more Psycho Sid, but yeah, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that is also possible.
Brock Lesnar is the one that I'm going to always remember because I was actually there.
Yeah, that's like one of the few things I just can't watch again. Like, that's just so painful. Like, whenever they show a replay, I'm like, nope. Watch Faces of Death. That's fine. This is uncomfortable.
Is it as painful as Nash with Big Show?
Mm.
Where I'll admit, when I watched that on TV when it was live and stuff, I was like, holy fuck, is he dead? Because it looks like he literally just snaps his neck on the landing. You're like, oh fuck, is he dead? I think he just killed him. And then luckily it was just a broken neck. And I know that sounds like just a broken neck, but you know what I mean? It's better than death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I felt when I saw the Brock thing, because I had my back to the thing because I was doing, my job. And I kind of turned around and I'm like, wait, is Brock going up top? Why is he going up top? And he jumps, I'm like, he's not going to make it. Boom! And he just didn't move. I was like, oh, God. I was like, is he dead? He literally didn't move for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I think Brock fucked up. And then he got up and F5'd him. I'm like, yeah, he looks like he fucked up. He does not look sure of himself.
Yeah.
And literally just stumbled around the ring for 5 minutes after the match. I was like, is someone going to help him out of the ring?
Speaking of accidental injuries, would you like to take us into the first match, Ray?
There you go. I always say that one more time. I'm a cute now. Then we had our first match of the night after our opening by the New Day. I was totally excited too because it's like, oh, New Day, okay, and then go into #1 contenders tag team match with Enzo and Cass v the Vaudevillains. Oh.
So he's legitimately injured then.
And then they tried to murder Enzo Amore.
Yeah, they did.
See, I'm not worried about this kid's future because how many times did he get injured on NXT? And now he's in the place where people say injuries are more prone just because of the schedule.
Well, luckily, according to what was being said on the WWE Twitter account, apparently it was just a concussion.
Just a concussion.
Yeah.
And Brian would like to look you in the eyes.
I also love how you say it on the Twitter. They literally had the whole segment where it cut to Michael Cole, and he went through it. It was just a concussion. All the other stuff's come back negative, and they made sure to say it multiple times.
Okay, I must admit.
Not as many times as they decided to show it happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, good God. I was like, okay, we got it. After they had that one, they showed it a couple times. I'm like, just show a slow-mo one. It shows the slow-mo one. Oh, okay, it looks a lot better than what I thought. And then here, let's see it again. I'm like, no, it's cool. You can stop. And later they're like, oh, watch this again. I'm like, God damn it.
We're going to show a cart wreck in slow-mo.
I was obviously like everyone else, disappointed with the fact it was like that. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Because like I've mentioned in the past to Jim, once they came up to the main roster, I feel like the Enzo's gimmick it's been toned down slightly.
Yeah.
To the point that I like it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It works on the main roster.
Oh, it did. Speaking of which, from their promo beforehand, did you want to mention your notes, Mole?
No, all I took a note of was I kind of giggled at the Hey Arnold joke.
Yes.
It doesn't make a whole promo good, but it doesn't make the whole promo the best because reference. But
I didn't say it was the best. I just wanted because I wanted to mention it and not take it from you.
No, I was saying that's literally in my notes, but I was like, it doesn't make the promo the best, but it's cool that it was Hey Arnold.
Yeah,
What was the reference?
You didn't see the promo?
Are you talking about whose promo?
Enzo's promo.
No, I didn't start watching until after they were in the ring wrestling.
Okay, because they came out and Enzo did his usual thing that he and Cass always open with.
Yeah.
And then they got in the ring, and Enzo started going through the promo. He talked about the Vaudevillains, and you know, they got he turned over to Big Cass, and Big Cass was like, "So you guys like to flex like you're Arnold, more like Hey Arnold, and you're gonna come out here and we're gonna kick your scrawny football heads right off your shoulders,
Nice.
and you're gonna learn that you should have stayed on your stoop."
Nice. I approve.
Like, wow, that's a Triple Hammer reference. That was awesome. I mean, I've gotten that slightly inaccurate, but that's the general gist.
It's good enough. I approve.
It was a quality promo.
And it's too bad because this
In my
match, what little there was of it, actually was pretty good. I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
And bam! End of match. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I was Mole and I were chatting about this via text during the match, and I wasn't entirely sure this was a legitimate injury at first because it seemed like the commentators and the clip guys were way too smooth on the uptake when it happened. I'm like, this doesn't work. But then when you saw the replays, I'm like, no, he whiplashed himself. That's definitely a real injury.
Yeah.
See, as I mentioned, I thought it was a real injury from the get-go, just because normally if this was a fake injury, they went with a cut backstage to an interview or something. This was like, it was like, you know what I mean, where it just abruptly ends, and then like, oh shit, and then they're scrambling around for something to do quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me question whether it's legitimate, and the reason I asked at the top of the show, was because despite the fact that that match abruptly ended, they still had a good 3-hour-long pay-per-view.
Yes, but how many adverts did they show for WWE Network stuff throughout it? They had more network adverts than they usually do.
Yeah.
And how long was that
that
bit
was
where it's Shane and Stephanie reset the status quo?
Thank you. I was gonna say that. Like, I was like, good God, this is going on forever. Like, I feel like yeah, you can kind of see where they were like, oh, we gotta pick up like 10 more minutes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
co-GMs, that's never happened.
I know.
Yeah. But I have to admit, didn't see that coming, but we'll get to that.
I would have preferred Mole's choice was that he gives it to neither of them. He gives it to Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I was like, he gives it Bischoff since he's got a DVD coming out. We need him on TV to promote his shit.
Yeah, with that, what was okay? This is probably jumping, but at some point before that, and they like show Apollo Crews talking with Steph backstage. I'm like, isn't he like a face? Like that just looked really weird. It's like, are they like hinting at something, or because it feels like that's like a really random person for them to pick. Talk to Stephanie.
My guess is they just wanted to show Steph, and she just happened to be talking to Apollo Crews at the time the camera cut to her.
It was deliberate.
It was?
Remember Shane's whole promos they even highlighted from Raw and stuff, where he keeps talking about how thanks to him Apollo Crews is now a thing, and thanks to him all these new people are a thing. So Stephanie's talking to one of the new people to show that she's equally good to do with the new people. Even though, as I pointed out at the beginning of the show when they showed that first promo of, really? Shane, the guy who disappeared, is now going to talk about how, look how good I am for all the new people from NXT, unlike Stephanie and her husband Triple H, who invented the thing they came from.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're referencing NXT, which, fair enough, but if you're going to reference NXT and all the guys coming from it, the people who watch NXT know Triple H had some hand in it because he subtly likes to bring himself out every fucking pay-per-view. And parade around like a king going, bow to me, I am the king of NXT.
You like this thing? I made it.
Yeah, even when he's supposed to be injured, he's like, no injury's going to keep me down. Here I am the next week just to bask in your glory.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was in a car, lifted up by a forklift and dropped, and he was totally there the next week and fine. So he just has like Super Cena powers.
He was.
Unless you attack his quad, that's his Achilles heel.
his dad?
He has an Achilles quad?
He has an Achilles quad.
Dipped in the lake of Cena, except my quad.
No, I'm going to say Triple H's weakness is jobbers. Because he has an unusual amount of people like JR and Brooklyn Brawler who have pinfall victories over him.
That's true.
True.
But if it's like the whole tag team division, you'll pay the shit out of them.
Yeah. In all fairness, I'm relatively sure I saw a clip where that Kid Connor with cancer had a pinfall victory over him.
It's true. I think what happens
Hey,
is
he's a
the
Hall
way
of
that
Famer.
True.
I think the way the stats work is he puts his stats so high that like when it like loops back around when he fights a jobber, so it just puts him below. Like it can't handle that high a value. The errors out.
Yeah, it's like on Mario Kart when people used to wait like till it would reset the time to go over the finish line.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is AJ Styles was just beat by a jobber tonight?
I didn't say Roman Reigns was a jobber.
He has a pinfall victory over Triple H.
I didn't say just the jobbers. I said an unusual amount of jobbers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Try
yeah,
to
yeah,
explain it to other people.
The only person the Brooklyn Bull ever beaten.
maybe.
Fair enough.
He ended Brooklyn Brawler's streak.
You should play that up. I ended the brawler's streak. That'd just be great to cut that. People were just like, yeah, wait. All right, so on to the next match. We have.
No, not fair. I'm just pulling up my notes.
Oh, okay. We have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
This was an awesome match.
This was a
my
good
match
match.
of the night.
Great match.
I like this match. I like
Yeah,
that it's
solid
not
match.
over.
No,
Like,
he assured us so many times that he told
Yeah,
me.
and then I
he
like
was
Kevin Owens immediately grabbed a mic and proceeded to sell his victory for like the next half an hour.
They had time to kill.
Killed something they did, yeah.
They probably said, Kevin, yeah, talk. We're not ready yet. Talk.
Mm.
Though I have to say, well, I'll mention it in the next match because it's more to do with the next match regarding Kevin Owens. But Kevin Owens pretty good on the mic with the promo.
Yeah, promo was okay.
I love nobody offered him like a tissue or something. Just let him continue to bleed and bleed and bleed.
Well, because his other shirt is Bleed Owens Bleed, so they didn't want to
Yeah.
infringe on that.
I mean, he goes to sit down to commentate, and still no one's like, here's a towel. No, just let him bleed at the commentator's table. You're like,
The only one that could have like feasibly gotten away with it would be JBL. He would have like browbeat the other two for no reason. So
no, we lost Mo.
We did lose
we will
both.
update you on his condition throughout the night.
Ha!
There we go.
Perfect.
See, tie it all together.
But yeah, there's a lot of good spots in this match. Very solid match, very technical match.
yeah.
And because Owens is a very agile man for his size, it was very high energy and almost a high flying match to a degree. Which,
Yeah, how about that frog splash?
good God, he got height on that thing. Eddie.
Eddie's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a little disappointed that they don't bust out the saying that they used to use when Eddie went up top, because I'm like, it would apply here and it would just be a cool throwback. I don't know if you guys remember, but whenever Eddie Guerrero would go for a frog splash, one of the commentators, probably Cole, would be like, he's feeling froggy.
Should we then have Taz whenever Brock Lesnar comes out? Goes, well, here comes the pain.
Yes, I missed that too.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that to drop when he returned, and just in my head on his return, I was like, well, here comes the pain.
Mm.
I missed that. That was a great gimmick.
It was. It's trademark Taz.
Vintage Taz.
Vintage
Poor
Taz.
Taz.
Even though I'm pretty sure the human suplex machine is vintage Taz, but whatever.
Yeah.
Maggle just throws in front of everything, so.
Pretty much.
FTW is vintage Taz.
Yes.
I love that belt. That's the prototype X-Pound belt.
Okay then.
It was orange.
Ah.
All right, so next match we have the Intercontinental Championship, Miz v Cesaro, or James Bond Cesaro, whatever.
Like, another solid match.
Very good match.
I like the James Bond thing. I was like, oh, that's his gimmick. That's cool. I like that. Still, I wish they would have given him a different theme song, or at least cut the siren from the beginning, because that is just so annoying to me.
It's a little annoying, yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Yeah. Because the music itself is fine. I like his actual theme song, but just that siren, yo.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Mole.
Indeed. And speaking of Cesaro, as Mole and I were discussing during the show, Cesaro's shoulder tape looked really weird to anybody else.
Yeah, it had like design or a logo on it or something.
I've never seen that before. Usually they have like a brace where it's like completely taped up. I've never seen just like exoskeletal tape. I'm like, the hell is that?
That's kinesio tape.
Okay then.
I get it.
It's this special kind of tape that helps you from like over flexing the muscles or overextending them. Like if you have.
Interesting.
And, yeah, what's funny is like totally bore you with this stuff, but like they like the way they put it on, it looks all weird, and they have ones that are like specially shaped. Like I don't know, there's some with how the muscles are or whatever, but it like makes it in weird patterns. It's not like just tape it up. It's like loops, and there's like some crazy science behind why it's the pattern it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You see, folks, one chance of the line. It's not only fun; it's also educational.
That's right.
That's what they need for a Google effect is tooth shine.
Ding.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be perfect.
But yeah, I really enjoyed Kevin Owens on commentary. Actually, I'm like, wow, he's doing a better job commentating than like Michael Cole. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like when he would actually
talk
talk,
Cesaro match?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, we
I mean,
are.
because he played a good heel commentator, but if you look at the pure commentating he did, because he did do some pure commentating of, oh, that was a smart move that he did, or then he actually commentated on some of the stuff in the match, and I'm like, you're actually making him look stupid. That's kind of awesome. I like you, Kevin Owens.
Get him, Mike. I don't know. I thought that was the weakest part. Well, I guess not the weakest part of the match. That'd be later. But yeah. I didn't like him. I didn't like him on commentary.
Yeah. I think my commentary previously called the Miz out because Miz is staring down. I was like, yeah, go ahead, Miz, you're a big man. Yeah, your wife won a title for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was about the best thing he said.
I don't know. I just like that he actually paid attention to the match, unlike most of the commentators at that table.
Yeah.
Aren't they not allowed to? Like, isn't there a script thing, and they have to like push the network and keep telling us why these two hate each other and all that other shit instead of actually doing play-by-play?
Yep, and also keeping us informed on storylines that are going to happen later, not what we're actually watching now.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, breaking news! Roman Reigns lays his left boot. More minutes later. His right boot is now laced.
Yeah.
Let's cut backstage. You just see him and he just ties it and he like looks at Roman Reigns just like confused, like, what? Why is there a camera here?
I will admit this was probably my match of the night.
It was a good match.
Because it was a great match, a great solid match. We had the return of Maurice actually at ringside properly, which is awesome. As much as I like to make jokes that he's not Tyson Kidd, was all I called him, we had Cesaro back in a proper match.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens on commentating was awesome. We had the furthering of storylines later on, so they told a pretty fun story in there. I was like, okay, this match was pretty good. I like this match.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then, on to the next match, I guess. We had Ambrose v. Jericho.
Did we discuss the brawl at the end?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was part of the match, so I thought if you wanted to mention it, you would have thrown it in there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said more on that later at the end. I was like, okay. I thought you didn't like that bit. So I was like, okay.
No, I didn't, but I thought someone else would be like, that was the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Yeah. The part where like the camera cut over and to the ground home, all of a sudden like literally like Randy Orton style out of nowhere, and there's just Sami Zayn over the table, like, oh, what the hell? That was kind of.
And I was like, yeah, he's storytelling.
Yeah, I like the Sami Zayn attack. The only part of the brawl at the end that I didn't like was the fact that it cost Cesaro the match. I kind of didn't like the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it.
And hey, The Miz got a clean victory. How often does that happen?
Yep. Yeah, I may also love the fact, like I mentioned to Jim, all in capitals on the keyboard afterwards. Oh my God, Cesaro lost the match, so now he's cheap shotting Miz. You despicable bastard. Oh wait, the commentators won't mention that.
Yeah.
If it'd been the other way round, they would not mention that for like fucking an hour. Even during other matchups, they'd be talking about how much they're still angry about Miz earlier.
Yeah. I was like the part between the matches where Owens was already called Byron, and Mo's like, kill Byron.
Yeah, kill Byron.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against him. I just want him to die.
That's what I thought was going to happen when he called him.
And I'm
I didn't think
kidding.
he was just going to be like, interview me. No, I thought he was going to powerbomb him.
Yeah, I did too.
And he was like, interview. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But
I thought he was going to attack him and maybe do the table flip thing, like basically like Brock.
He would attack him out of nowhere, and then people would be like, "Oh, that's totally okay."
Yeah.
Instead of being like, "Wait, he just cheap shot at a guy who's not a wrestler."
Yeah. Although I'm kind of wondering because he yelled at Byron saying, "That's not what I told you to ask me." I'm wondering what he told Byron to ask him.
You couldn't hear him saying it loudly with the microphone right there?
I could not. I could not hear what he was saying.
Damn, you Jim the... Okay.
No, I was there. I just couldn't make out what he was saying.
He's like, ask me about my match with Sammy.
Okay.
He's like, so is this over? He's like, that's not what I told you to ask me.
Yeah. He said, ask me about me beating Sami Zayn. And instead, Byron was like, you think this is over? Like, that's not what I asked you to ask me.
Yeah, but I did like how they took those two segments and they transitioned them into each other to kind of bring the whole thing together into what will inevitably be some kind of a multi-man Intercontinental title match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I see Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match. I'm thinking Fatal 4-Way.
I was taking the piss. I mentioned the tournament to Jim in comments.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And Jim said, yeah, it's going to be a Fatal 4-Way. I was like, no, it's going to be Kevin Owens v Sami Zayn in the last man standing, with Sami Zayn going forward. Then it'll be Miz versus Cesaro in a cage match, so Maurice can't interfere. But Miz will still somehow win. Then in the final, Kevin Owens will then re-emerge and cost Sami Zayn to continue their feud, keeping the title on Miz.
What kind of match is that one?
That was going to be a ladder match, because that was the matchup from the other one. And then, like I said to Jim, that's not going to happen. I'm taking the piss with that. But god damn it, that's probably better booking than what they'll do of just put them all together.
Pretty much.
That sounds exactly what will happen, though. Like, what?
Yes.
It should happen.
I don't know. That's like just feasible enough to work. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
The only part I don't know about is them having Sami Zayn win.
It's just so he can lose more later.
It seems like that.
It's much more delicious.
And in fact, it's actually just like if you when you're ready to throw to the next match, Rick.
Next match. Throw.
It's just like Mole made the point we were talking about. We were discussing Jericho versus Ambrose, and he made the point that I didn't think about. As of course, being a Jericho fan, I was rooting for Jericho, although I don't have any problem with Ambrose. And Mole made the point that Ambrose needed to win this match because there were no stakes, and given that Ambrose always loses at pay-per-views and big matches, he needed one to make him at least stay semi-relevant.
Yeah.
I never made that point.
You did?
I said no, this will be the matchup he might eventually win just so he could lose later on, so they can keep him losing. But I said that sarcastically. My point was, Jericho always loses to younger talent, but he's a threat enough that this is a high match stake, and Dean Ambrose always chokes. So which one will keep their losing streak intact?
That was the original
Peace
joke.
streak.
Yeah, it's like these two negatives. They should both. It should end in a draw. Like neither can get a victory. It just cancels each other out. Like the lights go out when it comes back on, and they're like, nope. It's up to you, audiences, who won. Here's the last scene. It's like a freeze frame ending.
I thought, and then Shane would come out and he'd be like, "No,
Yeah.
you never mind," and then he just walks back. No, I'm not gonna restart this one. Just that's fine. That's what you get.
Yes. But this match was okay.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I enjoyed it, surprisingly.
I did like how they booked the ending where Dean actually like walked in the Dream Deeds from the ground and then pulled him up and hit it. That was kind of cool.
I love this cell where he's just like, doom.
Yeah.
He didn't like bounce or something, like as much as the bouncy ones are flashy, sometimes I like it when they're just like went and they just stay there. You're just like, oh man, that guy's just dead. Just get him and end it.
Like last pay-per-view when we couldn't stop laughing at the fact Owens was fucking dead in the ladder and they left him there.
I give him props for that. He was just.
What I loved about that though was I think it was Jeff at the time was like, is he legitimately injured? Like I said, no, they're not gonna leave him there for a victory in the middle of a ladder. He's just selling it. What the fuck? But I like the fact that like, no, it's cool. You'll still be injured tomorrow.
You'll be injured after he celebrates. He'll be fine. It's fine. He's like sitting there and he's like, I can't move my arms. They're like, give Zack Ryder his moment. God damn it, Owens.
But
Would have been funnier if they came around to Raw the next night. He's still laying there on the ladder.
yeah,
The legends say he's still
Sami
there to this day.
Zayn carries the ladder with him.
Yes.
He's a man. He's a man.
Yeah, but I will admit my favorite part of this was just the fact, like, even, and I know Jim liked that as well, Dean Ambrose goes for his shitty in the ropes. Like, I don't know, Michael J. Fox dancing. But, and then Jericho sees it come and just hits him straight away. I'm like, thank you for finally making that move not work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I'm like, I would hope of all people, the ring veteran Jericho would, spot the move that everybody should see choreographed 10 moves away.
But it's the 1005th move. He doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Apparently he does now. He punched him in the
He
face.
does now. Yeah, he X-copied it. He's like, aha, now I know your weakness.
He
No.
botched it, Jim. He was trying to punch him in the nuts.
Jericho's secret is he secretly has a Sharingan.
Yeah.
He saw it coming. He's like, I've copied your move.
What do you think the Geritron is? He opens it in his pupil. It's just that symbol of him.
The Geritron
Internet,
is his
make
version
this.
of the Geritron is his version of Brother Eye.
But, like I said, yeah, this match wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I didn't like about the match was just how many times Dean Ambrose used that damn clothesline.
His rebound.
The only one of all the times he used it, the only one I felt worked and felt natural was the last time he did it. I was like, okay, I'll buy that one. But the other ones, I was like, really? Especially the first one. I'm like, I hate when he does
No, I'm
the
relatively
fucking John Cena thing. I'm like, no.
I'm relatively certain the only time that move ever felt natural was the very first time he ever did it ever, and since then it's always looked fake and forced.
To be fair, I'd say even the first time it looked fake and forced, because no one goes through the rope and goes, what? It's like, oh.
Yeah, the first time it was something cool and unique we hadn't seen. We're like, oh, that's interesting, and of course, because it's something people latched onto, WWE had to fucking
Yeah.
beat it to death, of course.
Yeah. But aside from that, it was a solid match. I enjoyed
It
it.
was a solid match. It was very good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then up we have the WWE Women's Championship match, Charlotte v. Natalya.
I like this match.
This was a damn good match.
Zamir, did Brett look super bored most of the time?
He's like, I made the point when Brett walked out. He had the little round. Brett walked down. He had the little round sunglasses. I messaged Mo. I'm like, that's Paul Schaefer with hair.
It's probably because to be fair, Brett can't do many facial expressions since his stroke. Like
There
he
you
was
go.
still limping. I was like, okay, at least they didn't try to do the thing where they put him in the shorts and stuff to dress him like a 20-year-old again.
Yeah, at least they give him the respect.
I'm like, okay, he looked nice when he went out there.
Yeah. I like that pink shirt. That looked cool. Yeah, like a nice collar shirt and everything. I'm like, okay, it's you, but it's cool. Okay, that works.
His Heart Foundation dress shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Now, I will still reinforce a point that I made when they announced this back on Raw. All due respect to Bret Hart, I love Bret Hart, and he's a legend. He's obviously the most well-known Hart, but given where this match is going, you could have gotten Natalia's actual father, who's in significantly better shape and looks significantly more intimidating than Bret Hart to do this. Just saying.
Good, but
you
nobody
could,
knows
but-
him.
You could, but Jim the Anvil isn't exactly known for his skill. He was just known for being a wall, basically, that people bumped into.
Fair enough.
That's what she needed,
Whereas-
though.
Whereas if one has Ric Flair, one of the greatest in-ring technicians of all time, you get Bret, one of the greatest in-ring technicians of all time.
Yeah. I do have to say, he did look pretty damned good doing that sharpshooter at the end. I was like, wow, I didn't
It's
actually
the
expect
same-
him to pull it off like that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
it's the same
good.
reason. It's the same reason Charlotte doesn't have David out there. What?
No, I think that's the same reason Natalia doesn't have Owen out there.
Ouch.
Ladies and
Yeah, but-
gentlemen, this podcast has just been grievously injured. We will update you as the night goes on.
Yeah, I was gonna say to you, Jim. I thought Owen would be the most famous Hart.
Yeah.
Infamous Heart, yeah.
Yeah. But no,
Am I
I,
the one who face palmed at the finish?
No.
Like, really? You're doing this, Vince?
Yeah.
Really?
It took me a second because
That
when he
was-
did that,
Yeah.
it was in a second 'cause when he did that first, I'm like, wait. First, I'm like, wait, did Flair pay off Charles Robinson? And then a second later, when he jumped back, when he ran to, and he put the title on and ran, I'm like, wait, oh, you assholes.
but I did like the double sharpshooter at the end.
That was
That
cool.
was cool.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
was fun.
weird. It's weird that an injured, stroke-filled Bret Hart, who's just come off cancer surgery and stuff, can still do a sharpshooter better than The Rock.
Mhm.
I hated The Rock sharpshooter, and I will continue to mention it.
Fair enough.
Yes, he will.
Well,
I will,
Yeah.
because I hate that much. I
But
hate
yeah,
it.
oh, that ending.
I'd
Like he
after
like
that-
looks and rings the bell, and I'm like, wait, she didn't. Oh God.
Yeah, that's basically that was my
No.
reaction.
Oh no! Why? It doesn't even make. Oh, I like that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, if I didn't have to record, I'd just be like, not even out of anger, just like it's so stupid. Just be like, nope, okay, off, doing something else. Just can't handle
done.
that. My brain will commit suicide if I think about this too much. That's just no.
See, this would be so much better if it then gets revealed he has an identical twin because Ric Flair paid for him to have the plastic surgery to match him. That's why
Sure.
I'm going even older.
There you go.
$20 man.
Nice.
Come on, that
after
was
this-
brilliant with two fucking Earl Hebden style referees. And it's like, what the fuck? $1 million man paid the referee to have plastic surgery to look like another referee to screw Hulk Hogan.
That's one of those like awesomely bad things that like you want them to do every once in a while because it's like
I
that's
do.
not realistic, but it's so good, it's bad, you know, like it's.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
stuff like that.
it's so stupid, but it's just awesome.
You're like
Yeah.
it's like so far unbelievable. You're like you just accept it. You're like fine. Like,
Yeah.
That would never happen, but sure, whatever.
Yeah, go with it. Why not?
Exactly. I love that one.
But after this, two things need to happen. One, Natalya needs to become women's champion because fuck that storyline right now. Fuck it the hell. Second thing is, when they do the inevitable on Raw, have the ref come out to explain his actions, blah, blah, blah. Shawn Michaels' music needs to hit. He needs to walk out there, super kick him, and leave. It's like, no, just fuck you. No. Doom.
Been here
Oh.
before. Wow.
I will admit, I don't think they'll put the belt on Natalia. Hopefully, I'm
I
wrong.
don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like this is
Hopefully
what they're
I'm
using
wrong,
her to
but-
put Charlotte over.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but WWE has screwed her over so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's basically there just to make other divas look good.
pretty much. She's the Jericho of the Divas division.
Only without actually being able to have success.
Yeah.
except without the titles and the accolades.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
that
much.
sweet light up jacket.
Yeah. Was that the one that thrown off one before this match? They just randomly showed Sasha Banks in the locker room. Because the real like, oh, Sasha, this is a women's match, and then as Charlotte was coming out, I'm like, wait a minute, Sasha's not even in this match. What the hell?
Wasn't she talking to Shane?
Oh, is that what was going on? Okay, they need somebody to talk to Shane then. Fair enough.
Yeah, and she was also one of the newer people.
She was.
Well, who wouldn't want to talk to her? I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is even more ironic if you think about it, because Shane's the one talking about Apollo Crews and just NXT in general, and Apollo Crews is the one talking to Steph. Steph is the one talking about, I created the Divas Revolution, the Divas Revolution, and the women's evolution happening because of me. And Sasha Banks is talking to Shane.
To be fair, if you do a diagram with people from NXT, people in the women's division, Sasha Banks would be in the middle.
It's true.
Plus, because she was literally one of the ones Shane mentioned.
Yep.
When he listed basically the entire roster of 2K17.
Right.
Pretty much.
I'm pumped for 2K17 because
I
this
hope
roster
so.
looks like it's gonna be
really
awesome.
I think so.
all right. So on to the then there's the lengthy segment of Vince McMahon naming it, or supposedly going to name a new GM. I guess he kind of did, but
Yep, who's going to be running Raw?
Yeah.
Does anyone else feel like Triple H has been buried? He's not being addressed as co-running it enough. Like Vince is like, okay, Steph, you will run it with Shane. It's not like Steph, you and your husband will run it with Shane. Triple H has been buried.
I know. To defeat Triple H, you must become Triple H.
I know.
Pretty
But
much.
it makes me wonder. I mean, he didn't even get his inevitable rematch clause for his title. Part of me wonders, is he heading to TNA?
It's
They're going to bump him
because
down to NXT.
it's because there's only one man in WWE that can bury Triple H, and that's Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
It's me, Hunter. It was me all along.
There you go. But no,
Yeah.
despite the length of this, I actually kind of enjoyed this just because of what Shane said. I'm just like, yes, you're right, yes. I just basically sat there and nodded the entire promo. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I will admit, ironically, I preferred Stephanie's promo.
Okay.
Because Shane's, I was like, he doesn't really have a leg to stand on. Oh, cool, you've done this for like a month. But most of the stuff you're taking praise for has come from Triple H and Stephanie. And when Stephanie's actually listing a load of stuff, you're like, okay, may not like the authority, but she's right about these at least. But it's like Shane had to basically make up reasons for why he'd be in charge and then do the inevitable, I'm going to mention the hometown, Chicago, and then just milk applause. It's like, that's not how you're not running for Miss World. That's not how business works.
That's what Extreme Rules is for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did love two things about this segment. Number one, when Shane was going, yay, boo, and then Vince is just like, that was funny.
That was pretty good.
And then the other... Oh, go ahead, Richter.
I was going to say, Mole, to be fair, he actually was in the Miss World competition and he lost, but that means he won, because isn't that how Shane works? Like,
Yes.
Ha.
That is how he works.
And then the other point I really liked was the part where Vince was just basically, he's just like, I'm just gonna be the Vince that the internet thinks I am anyway. Because you know what? It doesn't matter what you want, what you want. It only matters what I want. Like, yeah, pretty much.
Yep, and I'm like, wow, cool. The McMahons arguing in the ring. That's never happened before.
I have to admit, did not see his decision coming. When he was like, you both are going to run Raw. I'm like, what?
Maybe we're going to see maybe this is an excuse now, so Shane can be the one who takes the beating off people like Roman Reigns, because it's about time we saw someone like Roman Reigns standing up to an authority figure.
Yeah.
I actually thought they were putting them together so, like, if it starts when it's like sinking, they'll just blame him and be like, oh, now you're gone. Now the authority can stay here, and he'll be like, wait a minute, fuck it, and he just walks home with the sad
pretty
Hulk
much.
music.
I like to think they've done this for hilarious reasons. Like, there's going to be a scene where, like, Triple H gets into bed and is like, "Hi, honey," and strokes her under the blanket. And suddenly Shane will be like, "Here comes the money," as he pops out the bed.
And then Goldust is just there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Stephanie just walk in with, like, a tray of cookies and be like, "That's not me."
Goldust is there with
Hunter.
a gold camera that says 24 Karat Productions on the side.
Yep. Stephanie will come out with like, "Yay, we got our fuck you Connor conservatory built."
As long as it's called that.
But yeah, so, we pretty much knew how this was going to go, and it's interesting. I mean, we got the first demonstration during the main event later, and yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see these two running this, to see how it's, the back and forth conflict. It's a nice setup because they can try this out, see if people respond to it, and if they do, they can inevitably expand this into like a brand split or something if they want to.
This is probably going to be the start of the summer storyline.
True.
We always have one that goes till SummerSlam.
Oh God. No, it'll go beyond that. Survivor Series, Team Shane versus Team Stephanie for control.
Yep. Winner, Team Triple H.
Pretty much.
No, Hogan. He's not scheduled, therefore.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
But no, I thought this was okay. It did go way too long, though. Like we said, yeah.
He was a very optimistic parent, where he's just like, "I know what, you can both do it." Like that. No. That doesn't work with siblings. As a parent, you're always like, "This should work. I want you to work together. This'll happen." And then it's like that.
Yeah,
no.
but in all fairness, Vince preceded that by knowing full well it wasn't. He said, "I don't know." He says, "I want blood, metaphorically. I want blood. You know what? Maybe you work together. Maybe it tears you apart. I don't care. You're both running it."
Which, it's a little hypocritical because they keep talking about best for business, like the Authority and Vince are all talking about best for business. How is the best business decision to be like, "You two run it, figure it out"? It's like, really?
I know.
Really?
Because heels don't have logic.
I know. Plus, there kind of is only because the thing is, yeah, it's probably gonna. And people might expect this to be a cluster of them constantly trying to one up and override each other. But the thing is, people will tune in to see that. It makes Vince money.
Yeah.
I will say, as we saw later on, it's literally just a bullshit way of restarting the status quo.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, slight spoiler for the main event, but we already touched upon that when they restarted. Like, when Shane comes out and goes, "Oh no, that's not how a match is going to end. That may be how it ended on the last reign, but not under this one." I'm like, what? Wait, you mean Roman Reigns keeps his title and somehow you're going to bullshit it to restart the match, almost trying to take the title off the person? No, that never happened last time under the last rulership.
You forgot.
Speaking of the last rulership,
opponent.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Yeah, no DQ," and I'm like, "Oh, we know where this is going," and I'm like, "Stop this."
Yeah. Saw it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the final match, we had WWE Championship Reigns v. AJ.
Yep.
That, as mentioned, had a count out, and then Shane restarted it. And then it was a DQ, and then Stephanie restarted it, and then it happened.
Yep.
And I was hoping so hard, and they let me down.
I know, right?
Because I wanted AJ to win, obviously, but what I was hoping is when the Usos came out and they attacked, and I was like, okay, this is no DQ. I was hoping, especially after like Reigns started getting involved, I was hoping Finn Balor's music would hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, please, just end this now. Finn, come out here and end this.
It's weird because I wanted his music to hit, and then I like think about it, and I'm like, oh, but then he won't be on NXT, the one I watch, and I'm like,
But did he already give his farewell though? He said goodbye to NXT.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but he's but he's like a giant tease. He also said see you Monday, and then wasn't there Monday, so.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so like when The Rock said he'll never go away.
That's right.
Yep.
In some ways, he's right. The Rock will never go away.
Yeah. That's
He'll
going to be
temporarily relocate elsewhere.
That's going to be a Survivor Series match, isn't there? Team Samoans against fucking the Bullet Club, where all of them, every single one of them, like the Usos, Roman Reigns, will all be eliminated, and then The Rock will single-handedly take out every single member of the Bullet Club by going like this and then falling down as if that somehow improves an elbow.
It did. Yeah, I forgot to ask you when I got on because I was like, when is Survivor Series? Because I could definitely see that as one they're doing, and I'm like, I don't think that's the next one's Extreme Rules, and I'm like, I don't know what's after that because I don't never remember.
Yeah, Survivor Series isn't until about September.
Oh, okay.
I keep saying it's November, Jim.
Yeah,
November.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a November to remember.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I was hoping for the Balor Club. I was hoping Balor would come out and just be like, because what I was hoping would happen is because AJ keeps saying, yeah, they're my friends, but I didn't tell them to attack you, blah blah blah. I was hoping Balor meets Hit and be like,
see, I'm already dreading
I told them
that.
to attack you.
I already hate that storyline
Yeah, it's a stupid storyline.
because we all know exactly where it's going, at least in theory, because it goes there every time this happens. AJ's going to turn heel.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, aha, the people you said were constantly with me this whole time were actually with me the whole time. Swerve. Swerve. If he says it like that, I'd be amused.
No, he doesn't have to. It's written on his glove. It says swerve. And he just holds it up
Yes.
and just see if anyone notices it.
Yes. Like at some point, he needs to just do that. When he does that, it needs to be mirrors, so Reigns stops and starts to, like, adjust his hair. You know, so he can spend so long on his hair to make it look like he doesn't care.
I want him to hold up his mirrors, and Reigns goes, BAM! And punches himself because he thinks that that's the opponent, and he's like, no, psha.
Yeah.
And then just everyone stops like, what the hell just happened?
happened?
One of those other so stupid it wouldn't happen, but it'd be funny, and just be like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah. I also really hate what they're doing with Roman Reigns. I mean, I didn't like what they did with him before, but now I really hate it. I hate what they've latched onto from the previous storyline, and I'm like, no, stop it right now. Because I hate that one thing they've latched onto is one versus all. I'm like, no, like you need to make him even worse, more worse than Cena. Now you're
It's because AJ's not a threat.
Yes, he is.
He is to a lot of people, but most people, he's the guy that's been there a month. To a lot of them,
the guy from TNA that's been there a month.
Yeah, but to a lot of the people that haven't watched TNA, or the guys that, like the kids that just watch WWE, he's the guy that's shown up for 1 month, and yet we're supposed to believe he's as good as the guy that they've seen for like a year dominating people.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's fine that he has help and stuff. I just don't like the fact that they're doing the whole one versus all thing, where he's like one versus all. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but that's like I said, that's why they're doing that with AJ. He'll probably feud with Cena when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Which ironically could be a good feud.
Yes.
Only because, as I've mentioned in the past, they kept teasing the shit out of those two fighting each other back when people would care about that. When they kept having those stare downs every fucking week, and then no match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right, Jim. Suck on it. Pretend it's my cup.
I keep
Is that how
thinking
they're
he's just
gonna
gonna
get-
spit it out.
Is that how they're gonna get John Cena back in the majority's good graces? Feud him with Roman Reigns?
They could.
To be fair, Reigns is as split as Cena. It won't do what they think it will.
Yeah, the universe might collapse upon itself.
Yeah, because people will be like, I want to boo. I know, I need to boo Cena. Boo. I need to boo Reigns. Wait a minute. This doesn't work. No, I have to cheer for one.
Just in the audience, you just see heads pop on live feed.
Well, that's why I'm thinking it would work, because Cena's obviously the lesser of two evils.
I don't know about that. I think the problem you're going to run into is if you book a feud like that, you're going to end up with an entire feud of nothing but Brock versus Goldberg at WrestleMania 20 matches.
No, to be fair, that was because neither
with the
one of those two were actually those two. That was bad because neither two gave a shit because they were leaving. Whether or not people like Cena or Reigns doesn't matter because I don't really particularly like them. They still care enough that they at least do good matches. They don't just half-ass it like I'm just going to stand here, go like once and then leave. I mean, Reigns at least put as much as I don't like Reigns, he at least puts in an effort. Like the Hell in the Cell when he speared Wyatt through the table and stuff. He puts in an effort, if that makes sense. So Cena v Reigns, that would sell SummerSlam. That could be a great SummerSlam match of the Unstoppable versus the Unstoppable.
Superman v Superman.
Once in a lifetime.
Yep.
Or is it Superman v Superman Prime?
Look, there's Superman where? Right behind you. It's like the only thing I remember, sorry.
I'm gonna make the comment it's Superman v Zod.
There you go.
Just because look at Reigns, he has the Zod facial hair and the long
he
hair.
does.
And the similar colour scheme versus the clean-shaven good guy in the bright colours. Come on.
Yes.
He's gonna Superman punch the audience, and then Cena has to snap his arm to do it to save him.
Kneel before the Roman Empire.
Exactly. Yeah, he will start doing the kneel before Reigns.
There you go.
Bring me John Cena. I will find him.
I'll do it, Cena. I'll spare him. No, don't do it, Reigns. Don't do it.
Although, be honest,
you will.
If they do that match before or after SummerSlam, let's say they do that for SummerSlam, if they do Reigns v Cena at SummerSlam, how awesome would WrestleMania be just in terms of, okay, that's going to be awesome. Reigns v Cena v Brock.
Oh.
That's the only way to up that feud is add Brock.
See, that's when you want to use that line, Rick. It's Cena and Reigns are going at it, and then this here, Brock walks out. Hey, you two, do you bleed? You will.
I kind of thought Brock was going to fight Rusev's tank from the last WrestleMania at the next one.
Yes.
And to be fair, Marcus, Brock wouldn't use that line because if we're using the Batman v Superman analogy, Brock would be Doomsday. He's the big monster that doesn't need to say much, just come out and go "Roar!" as he kills the Kryptonian.
Do you bleed? Gah!
But I honestly do hope they do that match up there, Reigns v Cena. I think that could be good.
That could be.
And if it's not good, hey, at least you've put all your shit into one match that we can ignore.
That's the WWE way.
It'll be like, okay, the rest of the card will be good. Now let's watch this. I kind of feel like that's going to be shit and shit, like the two things you don't really want to see together, and it might cancel each other out.
Also, am I the only one who was... Also, speaking of the overall paper, am I the only one who was, who thought that the whole, despite the fact that they obviously couldn't be there, that the Bray Wyatt opening was pretty cool?
Yeah, I thought that was
Wyatt opening.
Yeah, they did an opening where Bray Wyatt was like giving a creepy speech. The others were around him. It just got an opening. Because if you ever noticed, all the posters and everything have had the Wyatts on them all month because they set all that up before Bray fucked his leg up.
Yes. But before 2 of the 4 Wyatts fucked themselves up.
Yep, they do tend to do that though with WWE a lot, where they have people on posters not meant to be there.
Like even Maria Fastlane.
I was thinking of the more famous one of Triple H Vengeance. You remember that, don't you, Rick? I hope. The one where I had Triple H went right after he was injured, and he's holding his sledgehammer, and they did that cool promo of, "Did you forget me? Did you forget my name? Did you forget my vengeance?" Not there.
I remember that.
To the point that we put out a message before the pay-per-view of Triple H will not be there. We filmed this months in advance. He's not being there at the pay-per-view. And people are like, they're trying to trick us. It's a bluff. Can't let me. I thought, okay, it's a bluff, and I'm watching. I'm like, he's going to interfere any minute now. When you see the end logo, I'm like, okay, well played. Just teasing us by pretending that's there. Fades out. I'm like, but he's meant to be back. He's on the poster. He did the advert.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good promo too.
That was a great fucking promo for something he wasn't going to be in.
Yeah.
He buried an entire pay-per-view with one promo. His skill is strong in burial.
Yes.
He's just that damned good.
Yes. Speaking of Triple H, did anybody see the I know more like this. They showed that promo for that special about the Click that's gonna be on the WWE Network next week. That looked pretty cool.
That did look pretty cool.
Oh, for what?
Oh, they're doing one of those WWE, one of those recurring shows they do, but they're doing it about the
Beyond
Click.
the Ring. It was Beyond the Ring of the Click.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
they have like new interviews with like the Click with like Kevin Nash and stuff? That sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, that looked cool. I figured Paul would enjoy that.
Stuff like that's usually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm still waiting for the Bischoff DVD or Blu-ray.
I still want to read Controversy Creates Cash. I never got to read that.
Available maybe at your local library. I don't know.
Yep.
Library?
Yeah.
Oh, the big building I go into pay that has all the games from like 12 years ago is new.
I thought that was Walmart.
Boom. Ba-la-la-la-la.
Very nice.
No, the library, but you know it as the Gym Cave.
I thought that was the golden. Never mind.
No. The Gym Cave. Well, Pew's private parts have been renamed.
Bring back Cave of Wonder.
Shit.
No.
Poor PP.
Yep.
Hashtag poor PP.
Yep, if you liked it, you should have put a gym on it.
Yeah. So I was excited for a few months when they end this thing and Stephanie gets a troll again, and then 6 months later Shane announces that he's bought TNA.
He's bought
It does
NXT
say
TNA.
McMahon on the. What?
I said, wait, he bought NXT TNA?
Nice.
The world just collapses.
And when Shane does that, that's when Stephanie shows up and be like, "Oh yeah, well I bought Global Force Wrestling."
Yeah.
I'm waiting until it turns out Shane is actually running the Global Cruiserweight show temporarily. Then we'll have a Cruiserweight invasion. And then they'll realise, oh shit, half our roster's like weighs like the same weight as like all of the Cruiserweight division in one guy. And that'll just be Big Show. And he'll just be like, really push them all out the ring. Next segment.
Well, in fairness, that is almost kind of how the invasion ended. They didn't much match and Big Show just beat everybody up.
Yep.
I don't even remember the match. The only reason I remember that is because several weeks before that match, Big Show cut a promo dressed as DDP where he talked about how he was going to destroy the Alliance. That's the only reason I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the invasion ending on that fucking Survivor Series matchup when I'm like, every fucker in this, and I understand why, but every fucker in this is someone who's jumped ship to
Except Booker T.
ECW and WWE.
Except
Like
Booker T.
yeah, but he wasn't in the final two because that was like Jericho and Kurt Angle
Yeah.
versus The Rock, and I can't remember who was with The Rock. I know it wasn't Austin because I think he was on the Alliance at that point.
Yeah, Austin had just shifted to the Alliance at that point.
But that was just weird, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle is not ECW or WCW. He may have tried out for or had interest in ECW, but doesn't mean anything at this point.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we've exhausted Payback.
Yep, a
Yes.
pay-per-view named this because I want them to pay me back my money. Haha!
Ah!
Yep, I wrote that before I knew it was shit.
I like to think
Unfortunately,
you
they
have a
let me
list
down.
with jokes for everyone.
I do. Unfortunately, they let me down and made this one good. It was like, oh, come on,
Yeah.
you had one job. Make my joke work.
Mm.
Okay, wait till the next extremely crappy pay-per-view.
But yeah, Payback, as Mole said, wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty good overall.
Yep.
Yeah, it's alright. Had some questionable things, but
It will be beat next Sunday.
And poor Enzo.
Yes.
yeah, I know. I was,
I'm glad he's okay though, because at first,
Yeah.
look, when he hit that, I realised what with the whiplash. I was like, ooh, because that's a similar thing. Isn't that similar to that guy that died in the ring with Ray? He
That's
got
what I thought. His neck hit it, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
god, oh no, oh
Yeah.
shit, no.
I mean, I was like, ooh. I mean, it's like, okay. I mean, when they were saying that he's managing to move his like feet or something, I was like, oh god, they're actually checking him for paralysis. He could have a serious neck injury here.
Oh boy.
Then like, oh, okay, he's got a concussion, but that's all that's wrong with him. You're like, okay, that's fucking bad for him, but it's not the worst. If that makes sense, like it could have
Yeah.
been much worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right, thank you very much for watching. Come on back in 3 weeks for Extreme Rules. 2 in a month. Go WWE. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.